so glad I don't have a flight along the East Coast this weekend. If you do, watch for delays, turbulence. You might not get service because it'll be so bumpy. Then we re-rack, essentially, and this is our system that is on deck. This is the one that's going to be our next whopper of a system next week. Big low, couple pieces of energy. You can see the moisture already coming into the West Coast, and this will eventually bring double-digit snowfall through the upper Midwest and drenching rain to the south. First, it's the Sierra. First, it is the coastal areas with 3 to 5 inches. But this big trough is going to be digging in, and that means it's going to be basically energizing and strengthening. And it is going to pull moisture up ahead of it that's going to run into these 20s and 30s. And that means that we are going to see snow on the north side. On the south side, there's actually that threat for severe weather. So there are your winter alerts anywhere from Montana all the way over into Wisconsin. This is already put out for next week. That's how certain we are that this storm is going to happen and crank. 1-2 feet of snow for us here in the Midwest. The GFS has a little bit more, and we need it because we're below average by 2 to 6 feet. Jordan, how tall are you?
Right at 6 feet.
Right at 6 feet.
Yep.
So we're as tall as Jordan is.
What, you mean we're in that much of a deficit?
That much of a deficit.
Yeah.
We're at a Jordan-sized deficit of snowfall. So, I mean, that's a lot.
It is a lot.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of snow.
Minneapolis, we're nearly 3 feet. Will we be able to cut that in half, or will the rain get into Minneapolis? That's going to be a tricky forecast as of right now. That could change. I think the winds are going to grab your headlines. That is going to blow the snow, could cause whiteout conditions, near blizzard, even blizzard conditions potentially. Finally moves out here on Tuesday. Denver, our temperatures drop significantly. We go from our highs in the 50s to the 30s, which is pretty tough. Minneapolis, we've only seen just over a foot. Lynette, we should be at 46 inches, but this could be a problem for our snow deficits here. I mean, moisture is moisture. We'll take it, right, because it's dry. But I don't know about our totals with that rain getting in.
Yeah, see, I'm not a in-the-middle type person. Like, I'm either...
I'll tell you what, winter is too legit to quit. Welcome back into America's Morning Headquarters. This takes me back to when I was a kid. Too legit, we used to go like this. Too legit to quit. Anyhow, meteorologist Lynette Charles. Do you remember that, Lynette, or is it just me?
I remember it.
Too legit.
Too legit, yeah.
Jordan Steele, I'm meteorologist Stephanie Abrams. It's March Madness time. Teams across the country trying to advance in the big dance. Let's look at the weather. And Memphis and Indianapolis, it is rain for us here, but otherwise Spokane, New York, you're looking good as we head into tomorrow. More showers and more venues. It's places like Charlotte, we are going to see rain getting in to our area. And we will see it in Pittsburgh as well. Salt Lake City, some storms for you as well. Of course, this all leading up to the big dance, the final showdown that will be on April 8th. A lot of people have UConn. Did you fill out a bracket, Lynette?
Didn't fill out a bracket.
I didn't either, but a lot of people. My problem is I went to Florida, so I can't ever knock them out. Every single time I have to have them run the whole thing because I can't root against my school.
Yeah, I hear you. And my school...
Spring has officially started, but winter is holding a grip on the Midwest. Million under alert, and heavy snow is already piling up on roads in Madison, Wisconsin. Meteorologist Felicia Combs is live braving the wintry conditions right now. Felicia, it looks like the roads are pretty drivable. Have you seen a lot of people out there moving along?
Yes, Steph, we've actually seen...
Welcome back into Pattern, your home for the latest news in climate change and sustainability. I'm Steph Abrams.
And I'm Paul Goodlow. We talk a lot about finding ways to be more sustainable in our everyday lives. For people living in a small village in Alaska, sustainability has always been a way of life.
And one woman is helping to take that even a step further. Here's her story as we continue to highlight women making a difference this Women's History Month. Always so cool to highlight the women that are making a difference, and such a huge difference too for one community. So many people are benefiting from all that she's doing, and as you heard, she has a lot going on. As everyone said, you have a lot going on.
Wind, solar, hydropower.
Yeah.
I mean, if we can all just expand that, we'd be a much cleaner and safer planet.
Yeah, we would be. All right, let's have a look at the weather now across the country and check back in with Jen.
Yeah, there's a lot going on, just like we were talking about before. Back to you guys.
It's going to be a whopper. It is. Thank you.
Winter's being fashionably late here now in spring.
Exactly.
Well, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, and for the wildlife... Well, that was a glimpse of the short film Wings of the Oder. It's the story of the passionate wildlife photographer turned conservationist through his love of Poland's Oder River.
And to share more, we are going to talk to a couple gentlemen here about this and talk about Zachary Green, the co-founder of Rivers Are Life. We are glad to have you back here. And we also have Dr. Clinton Wilson, the director of LSU Center for River Studies. Thank you both for being here. Zachary, tell us more about this photographer's story and the impact you hope to make by sharing it.
Absolutely. Thanks, Stephanie.
Kind of something where you see it for one, you can kind of use it for many other ways too. Zachary, what are the most important takeaways viewers should take from this short film?
Honestly,
really good advice there. And Zachary and Dr. Wilson, so good to see you both, and thank you for coming on today.
All right, thanks for having us.
We love when they come on.
Yeah, because you have all these local problems, but in the end of the day, it's all about the global kind of connectivity.
Yes.
Even though we're thousands of miles away, we all have the same problems in our backyard.
That is the thing, that one river here, you might watch this and be like, oh, that's not going to affect me, but then you see similar things kind of where you live. To catch Wings of the Odor today at...
Well, a lot of people looking for the weekend, but check in with the weather with Jen now. We're talking about perhaps we have two named winter storms and severe weather we're watching.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And we're going to hone
which is some good news. And
All
it
right.
is.
Thanks, Jen. Well, the Everglades cover a massive swath of South Florida, but get this, it's actually shrinking.
Just head on past.
Well, the Everglades in South Florida is a unique ecosystem. Both people and animals rely on it.
Yes, but now, because of climate change, the Everglades is in need of help. And of course, it's Everglades National Park, so you can go down there and explore the Everglades in all sorts of different ways.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't realize that that's a big source of drinking water.
Yeah, it's huge. It is huge. I mean, you can kayak, you can do one of the, what are those?
Airboats.
Airboats, thank you. There's
Gator
trails that you
tour.
can bike, you bike and you come across a gator, so anyways, it's a cool place to go visit. Jen's like, that doesn't sound so cool.
I don't want to see a gator. No.
Right. While I'm biking.
Yeah, no, I'm totally okay. Let's talk about the weather. We're going to focus and I'm going to transition this from
Ooh, it is going to be a whopper.
It is.
Thanks, Jen.
Yep.
Here's what's coming up on Monday on Pattern. It's hard to imagine anything more for the whole thing. A lot of people. I'm rooting for my Florida Gators.
What about the women?
Yeah. How about them?
Go with my horns. Woohoo. Horns up.